Good morning, Pillai.
Good morning, Doctor.
Yes. Yes. Very good morning. Very good morning to all. Very Pillai, Bala, and Vinny is also joining today. I hope all are joining, right? Yeah. Minnie, the previous, good morning, Minnie. You left in between, right?
It's actually, I couldn't, the guys, I got some visitors at home. And
Okay.
even before I could say to you guys, they were keep continuing chatting and I don't want the conversation to be in.
No
So
problem. No.
better thing was to go off. Sorry about that.
No, no problem. Actually, just after the session, I mean, in between the session, I call your name 2 or 3 times, and I had also given your examples as well. Then I thought, okay, you're being there, I believe. Then I realized you are not there. Then, yeah, it's not a problem. Yeah, I said.
Because it's like they were not knowing that I was in the class and they came in and they started all the conversations. So I don't want that to be,
Okay.
So I just disconnected here. Sorry.
No problem. Just I said.
But the class was in the available online in the link.
Was not available.
Yeah, I don't know whether I was late to check. Yesterday I checked it. It wasn't there.
Okay, you check earlier itself. I may delete for getting the recordings
Oh,
here.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't delete the latest sessions, the 2 or 3 weeks, I believe. Before that, I have
Anyway,
deleted.
it wasn't available. Yeah.
Who is C288977? Yeah, we have one.
Good morning, Prof. This is me, Christine.
Oh, Christine. Yeah, okay.
Good morning, everybody.
I want to introduce Kristen here. Kristen is a regular attendee for the Saturday session. And she has joined today with our team. And yes, remaining parts, Kristen will explain about her. And let others join between. Kristen did not able to join yesterday.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, because of her reasons. Yes, so Bala has joined. Ami got some change today. Okay. So,
morning, fellow doctors.
It's a very good morning.
Good morning, Amy.
Ruben has to join. Then we have one more. Inam. Inam is missing here. What happened for Shashi Kumar?
Shashi, actually, he left to India. 3 weeks vacation.
Okay. Today is all about an interactive session. We are dealing with a new module, Advanced Business Theory. I want to tell you before that, most of the theories under the business comes under finance, HR. There are various departments comes under, no doubt. So there are number of theories we have dealt with number of theories. there are some theories just missing that only we'll be dealing here. And before that, Christian, you can give a small introduction about you to everyone over here, please.
Good morning, everybody. I'm so happy to be here, seeing a lot of faces instead of just the Saturday. I think I'll be a regular in this batch, Prof. So like Sir have introduced. I'm Christine. I'm working for a media company in Media City. I've been in Dubai for the last 14 years. And I'm also pursuing a CHRM certificate at the moment. So I'm going to take the examinations on December. So fingers crossed, please wish me luck, guys. Nice to meet you all.
Yes, here we have Pille and Bala, Ami, and Mini. When I hear earlier, someone is telling me as an introduction, okay, I am having the 7 years of experience in UAE, 10 years, I will be really impressed because my experience in UAE is very less. But, here nobody's impressed on your experience 14 years, Christine. Because, when I see these people, the Pille and Bala, not a Bala, yeah, their experience is huge in UAE.
40 years.
According to me, is very, very big number of years of experience, no doubt. I think Mini also recently migrated to UAE, right?
Yeah, I'm recently.
So how many years you are here?
I'm almost, it's not recent. It's like I'm 4 years now.
Okay. Bala is also 4 years.
Myself, officially 13 years, but then another 2 years I was in PMC, so close to 15, 16 years.
Okay, 16 years, yeah? Okay, what about Ami?
I'm just only 12 years.
2 years?
12 years only though.
12.
12, 1,
12.
2.
Oh my God.
We're
Okay,
batchmates. We're batch in, we're just
yeah,
two.
yes. Pille having highest numbers.
No. I'm not like that. Actually, I was away from India since 2007, 17 years. But in Saudi, I was there 6 years. So here in UAE, 12 years.
Okay, so Christian, you are the elder one.
It's like a competition here.
Okay. We have one more person, Philippine, that's Ruben. And Ruben is also having lesser number of years of experience in UAE. It's almost 5 to 7, I think, minimum.
I'm not that old, Prof.
Yeah, we understand. We didn't ask the age as well, yeah.
But that shows in the years of experience.
Yeah, yes. So I'm just sharing one important content here. Not this. I have a content to be shared here today. Before that, I want to share one experiences. I was in the ChatGPT right now. ChatGPT? Nobody knows, I think.
Yes.
We do.
Everybody knows. One of my friend yesterday who was telling about the scenarios, he wanted to go to Canada, and he wants to work in a Canadian university. So he got some, offers and all. There is a certain salary. And he asked into ChatGPT, this is my salary they are offered. So this is my present salary in UAE, something like that. My kids are two, they have to go to the education, something, the health, etc., expenses, rented home, expenses in Canada. So he asked everything to the ChatGPT. Finally, he got the result. And I asked what you got. He said 24,000. He's only said like that. $24,000 annual. Then you are getting $24,000 annual, extra benefits. Yeah, working in Canada, you'll be also having retirement benefits. Then he said, is a debt. $24,000 is a debt. At the end of the after annual salary and everything, he was telling me, it's a comparative analysis he has done in terms of UAE. UAE is in terms of tax and many other benefits. UAE is the best. He made a conclusion like that. Then I also done a ChatGPT. I am little stressed during the previous 1 week. I asked to ChatGPT, can you be a psychologist to me? Yeah, ChatGPT acted as a psychologist and he's giving me every solutions. I saved almost 500 dirham. Minimum, I have to go to the hospital or psychologist I meet. Yeah, ChatGPT is doing all the things. Where I have got a very, very, very good book. They suggested at the end of the recommendation, you know, he has suggested one book that is James Clear, Atomic Habits. I have gone through one online application where we'll be getting the summary of number of books where I got it. They're describing about atomic habits means developing a small habits in our life will make surprisingly greater impact on our life. Small, minute changes in our life, day-to-day life. So what I want to say, ChatGPT, AI, today morning, it's very, very negative news for me because I always discourage my students to go with the ChatGPT. But today morning, one of the faculty lecturer who posted in the LinkedIn asking, can you suggest any AI courses? Because in order to appoint a good university, some related courses certification is very important, which means universities are incorporating the ChatGPT. I don't recommend you to go for a ChatGPT anyway. Yeah, you can use it, no problem. Creativity will be lacking sometimes, no problem. So today, a small topic, cost benefit analysis, a concept. You know better what is cost benefit analysis, the meaning of cost benefit analysis. I used to do the cost benefit analysis. I asked the same question to one of my previous session. I started my session from 8:30, where there are a number of students, they're doing level 7 MBA program. So I asked the same question. They have said me recently they changed a job. The reason they made a good cost benefit analysis, my friend who wanted to go to the Canada, he also done the cost benefit analysis, got the result depth at the end of the annual year. And I wanted to ask you one question. Have you ever done a cost benefit analysis in your life? It can be personal, professional, academic. Obviously, I know that before you are choosing this university for your this degree, you might have done a cost benefit analysis with other university, the benefit that you're getting. Once session started, even you may be thinking about some other university as well. You may be thinking the outcome, the benefits you are getting. I wanted to know firstly, a cost benefit analysis of your anything. It can be anything, or your experiences of choosing this PhD program. Just take a note, a paper and pen, or write it on anywhere, and just write it down, the cost benefit analysis of PhD program. Cost benefit. You don't need to say the cost happened for you this degree, but your effort, energy that you can just speak out. Your effort, your energy, because a very, very valuable time out of your family time you are spending here. Anything that you got it, the benefit you had derived from the sessions, and anything you can just write it down. Or in addition to that, you can also say any other CB analysis you've done in your professional life. I done many because, you know, I thought which one is good, marrying or going for a PhD program. If I marry, obviously I need to have a job. I can't do PhD program, very, very lesser benefits, very lesser benefits. Or doing the PhD program, we are getting a very less scholarship. But I also done the cost benefit analysis. Okay, we have, you know, I don't know the word nikah. You know the nikah, the word? Nikah, which means not a receptions and all, but only nikah. We are, okay, you know, my wife is officially, she's my wife. That ceremony, that's only happening. Okay, I done that. Then my benefit is when I got married, you know, officially married, my research program is like a supersonic, going very fast. Because all my friends, you know, they have completed almost 5 to 6 years. They're getting the good scholarship. They find themselves very happy. But the scholarship I'm getting from the central university, central government is not satisfactory because my family is there. So my work is very higher. So at the end, the cost benefit analysis, my PhD program, since I got married, I done both together. Then it was very good outcome I got it. Only some simple explanation I have given. Just think of, I'm going to give you 10 minutes for you to write down your PhD program cost benefit analysis, and your any other professional or anything, any projects you are involved with, anything, you can also explain it to me. Then we will be coming to some of the theories, delve with important theories that will be distributed to you, not for me. I told you the last session will be your session. You have to do that, not me. So now the time you will be getting the 10 minutes time. I'm just going for a refreshment, at least for 10 minutes. I'm taking a water and coming back. You can take the 10 minutes, write down anywhere the pros and cons, or whatever it is, your way of presentation can be any way, any mode, no problem. Okay, I'm just stop the video, unmute. Okay, well, I hope you can hear me well, right?
Yes.
Can hear.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So I have already written here something cost benefit analysis, like buying a home and pursuing a further education, starting a business, health and fitness investments, vacation planning, buying a car, financial investments, home renovations, everything involved a cost. At the same time, we are also getting the benefits. And here I have added a picture, cost and benefit. Always we are looking to the benefit should be very higher compared to the cost. That's very significantly important. And job cost benefit analysis, mostly people are doing this. Mostly people are doing this because of what is the cost involved leaving the institution? What is the benefit of leaving the institution? That's also very important. And what is the staying cost and the staying benefits? The two things are here. And yes, coming to anyone from your side, you can talk about your cost to benefit analysis. Anyone? Yeah. I expect Pillai to be the first, yeah. Yeah, but also
Yeah, I'll start with.
Okay, okay, please.
Okay, good morning all. The cost benefit analysis, it varies from, of course, the principle is the same, but it varies. For a project, it is something different. For personal, for personal benefits, like, as the doctor showed in this presentation, staying in a company or doing this is beneficial for me or not. So it varies. We do for all our projects, oil and gas or a refinery or whatever, hydrocarbon industry. When we do the we do the cost benefit analysis. Whether it is worth having this pump or not, whether it is worth to have a compressor or not. So when I can get the return, maybe in 3 years, 3.5 years, 5 years. For example, I spend money, but I get the return only after 15 years. Then it's absolutely useless. I have to get the return as soon as possible. So this is one of the major exercise for each and every project that we run. Some designs probably they may run the piping length, for example, pipe length for about 3-4 kilometers. But I did a project for which only 100 meters of piping is more enough. So that option, serves you better in many ways, like in saving money, not to spend money on that, and also space allocations in that pipe rack. You may not find space to run all this. So each and every project is unique, and you definitely we do the cost benefit analysis, and the return should be so as quick as possible, so that, and it should serve better. So the long run, it's not only for like even when we do the cost benefit analysis, even day to day, or even in every aspect we do that. We go and buy a shoe or chappal. So sometimes, yes, it should be long lasting. At the same time, it should not give me trouble. At the same time, it should not be so costly. Nevertheless, branded, or just for the name of the brand, because it is branded, we spend more. No need. Just if you go for the very cheap material, it should serve the purpose. Material, cloths, excellent cloths which are coming from last class. Also, we have discussed about that something. So from Vietnam, from Thailand, from Indonesia, from this region, when a cloth, when they export cloths, that and works very good. Works very good. The same thing, probably you just go into a Raymond shop, just for the name of the shop, you have to pay more. Only that. Coming to our PhD analysis, yeah, when we did this, I mean, me, Mr. Pillai, and yeah, we had a lot of interaction, and we discussed a lot about this course with many universities. And the major advantage of this university, like here is, fees is nominal. The second thing is, monthly we can pay. That's another very good thing. And you don't have just these classes. You don't need to maybe some of the courses for which you have to be away from your work or country. You have to spend minimum 15 days, 20 days, do your examinations, go to that university. And one more main drawback with other universities I have seen is when you do the master degree, in that, based on your master degree only, you can do PhD. You are not allowed, for example, I have a master degree in computers. I'm not allowed to do a general, I'm not allowed to do a PhD in some other subject like finance or something. I'm not allowed to do that. So here we saw in every corner there is a flexibility, and a very flexible professor like you. And in all aspects we got.
Highlights, very important. Okay. Yes. That one I liked. Not the a good professor, okay. Not that. Another one. The people who have done the computer degree, mostly our Indian universities, mostly, if I'm correct, they can do the computer science itself, the PhD program. I don't know about other PhD programs, whether they are available or not, but this is a flexibility because the people who are having the industrial experience, they want to shift the career into, management related. Computer science people, mechanical people are there, but it is related to business administration. Business administration is possible for everyone, which means they're connected to the field. That's the main benefits. Okay, so Bala, you can also give a small introduction about you within 30 seconds to our Christy.
My name is Bala Subramanian. I'm basically from Chennai, India. Working here in this hydrocarbon industry for the past 35 years. And currently I'm with, hello, yeah. I'm with ADNOC Oil and Gas. Me, Mr. Pillai, we are all one team. Yeah, under his team, we are all team. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, me too.
Next we have Pillai.
Good morning, fellow doctors. Let me introduce myself. My name is Vairava Pillai to Ms. Christy. I'm from the same state, Tamil Nadu. Native place Tirunelveli. Me and Mr. Bala are sharing the same native place. And we worked the neighbor company in Chennai. He was working in CPCL, Chennai Petroleum Corporation, it's a refinery. I was working in Tamil Nadu Petroleum Products, where we used to get raw material from Mr. Bala's company. So I have been associated here in the past 13, 12 years. In ADNOC we are working. We are in the same team. I have work experience up to 28 years. Now it's 28 years. Regarding this cost benefit analysis, as Mr. Bala said, this is very flexible with respect to installment, with respect to timing, with respect to master degree. Frankly speaking, I did my master MBA in oil and gas in Dehradun University. I did it 10 years before. That time, before that, I did it in IGNO, like all other people do, IGNO MBA. IGNO MBA discontinued because the material was not updated. They were keep on sending the same old printed book 15, 20 years before. So I joined MBA in late 2K, but the printed book was before 1992, before globalization. So I chose the marketing. That time, many changes have happened in the global market as well as in the Indian market, but they have not updated their course material. So I felt boring. I left. So I was then I joined MBA Oil and Gas in Dehradun University. I did my third semester. There the material was up to date, and the difficulty what I faced was I had to go for examination in different centers. When I was in Saudi, I was asked to come to UAE in Sharjah for writing the exam. I came. I came with my two kids. At that time, my son was very young, 4 years. My daughter was just born baby, and we came across from Saudi to here because the Saudi to fly out from the country, we need to get permission from the company, exit re-entry visa. With all difficulties, I managed to come, but I couldn't continue because once in 6 months, I have to travel for exam with the kids, and it's not possible. So I could not continue that answer. Then it was my dream to pursue higher degrees, PhD, and I was searching all over. And one of my colleague, Sasi Kumar, he used to travel India every month when he got here with us. I was asking him curiously, can you please inquire Anna University in Chennai whether we can do PhD? Because I want to upskill myself. Because the experience I have almost 30 years experience, work experience, I want to share the society what I learned from the industry. For that, I need a passport of having a degree, PhD degree. Then only I can go to the university and share my knowledge. Otherwise, it is useless, right? Even though you are Indian or you are in any country, you want to fly out, you need a passport, right? So likewise, in university, if you want to join as a professor or a part-time lecturer, you need to have a PhD degree. So I was looking for that. And as Mr. Bala said, many of the universities, they are looking for regular program. We have to attend the class regularly, and online program was very less and very many obstacles for the online program also. When we heard about this Western University, it was a wow, because there is no restriction with respect to the master degree as well as the timing and the installment and the assignments. And the master what we got here, the professor Dr. Ashad, he is like a friend, very flexible and very knowledgeable, and he is encouraging the participant to participate. Because one of the major benefit I could see. And the certificates what they are issuing from Western University also recognized in UAE and Europe, in India and private companies. It is very open. There is no transparent with respect to all, whether it is administration point of view, the technical point of view of the classes. Everything is very transparent. There is no hidden trouble, I would say. The cost wise is nothing. Spending 2 weeks, spending 2 hours a week for our self improvement is nothing. Uh, and assignments also, it's very easy. Five questions out of 8 is very easy. And cost, I did not even compare with the other university. When I look at the benefit, the cost is nothing. So that's what my analysis. Thank you all for your patience.
Second stage may be a little difficult. Yeah, the first stage is all about assignment submission. The second stage is not a difficult, I'm just simply making. Yeah, we are on the process to our main research journey. That is starting with our title findings, then literature's collections, research methodology, many other elements are there. We'll be doing that anyway. Thank you so much, Pillai. Yeah, and thank you for sharing your experience with us. Then Ami, Mini, anyone?
So maybe I'll also go ahead.
Yeah, yes.
I actually used to handle ADNOC as one of the key customers. I was handling ADNOC when I was working with MAN Energy Solutions. So I used to be in the spare parts department. So moving back to the cost, let's go back to the cost benefits analysis. So I'll give an example of the personal experience in finding whether I should go for the DBA program or for the PhD program. Because when I had a small research on it, I was told that since I was not in the academic field and I had the experience in the corporate world, it should be better for me to go for the DBA program. So, but I really want to have the other thing. So, what is cost benefit analysis? It is to understand if the amount we're paying is worth it for something that we would like to acquire. So I just had a look in the steps on how to do that. So first of all, we have to define the framework on how we can do it. This is with the use of the goals, of course, the cost, the limitations, the timeline, and putting on my experience on this. So what is my goal actually for doing this program? It's long-term or short-term. So for me, it's both. Short-term, doing a PhD or the DBA does not really exclude me to anything. While in the long term, I was thinking like, if I get old, nobody's gonna hire me. Yeah, no company will hire somebody who's beyond 60. However, I can still teach, especially nowadays that, you know, your online classes like now, it's worldwide accepted. So somehow that's hope for me. I can still work. That's my long-term goal for that. And the timeline, I have the option here in why Aston, why I ended up with Aston. So I have the option of completing it sooner if I focus on that. And the limitations, of course, with the cost, it's as you said, one of the master here have said, like we have the option to do it monthly. And of course, the second step is to estimate the project cost. So what's my direct cost? It's the fees. What's my indirect cost? It's it's the electricity I'm using. Do I have the laptop to attend the online classes and other expenses like my pen, my notes? So every time there's a class I need that. And of course, the most important thing for me is the intangible cost. It's the morale, the brand, the reputation that that I will get along associated with this program, which is Aston. Aston can provide that along with Gurn American University. I will not talk about you, Prof. We already know you better. We are no, I'm joking. I'm joking. See, recently I really had an experience with the Aston staff, not only with Prof. Prof, we all know him. We are in we have sessions with him. But the back office, I can tell you they're really good, supportive, and they're really they won't let you think of something negative. They will just boost your morale. And of course, I'll just cut it short. I have to determine the benefits of this project. Of course, I will earn the title for this. And secondly, the Aston University is known here. Aston is known here in Dubai, in the UAE. American University is also accepted worldwide, as one of you already have mentioned. And then make a decision. That's the last stage. So I made the decision. I ended up with Aston doing this PhD program in human resource management.
Perfect, perfect. So the time comes to Minnie, or yes, Ami.
I'll give the floor to Dr. B first. I'll take the last.
Okay.
You're always like this, Sammy. Thank you. Me, if I'm considering like, joining a PhD for me, this is like a second attempt, because it's like I already started first once in Ireland, but
Ireland.
unfortunately, because of the movement of the geographical locations, I left my studies behind. So still then I was still even trying, it wasn't really happening. So whenever I thought of like, okay, this is an opportunity, okay, why not? As many of you mentioned, my intention is also to work in the universities when I go back to Ireland, just to join the university, because I was already teaching in the university as like a lecturer rank there. But it's like in order to work as a professor there, you need to have PhD for sure. If I look back, I'm slightly disappointed in the sense like, for being myself, I can't really put efforts on like on the, like because of the family commitments, job commitments, sometimes I can't really put the very best of myself. And sometimes I myself feel like being in the teaching field, I sometimes feel like I'm only touching the tip of an iceberg, because that much efforts and that much time only I can input on this one, which with lots of regret I'm saying it, but still in the bottom of my heart, yes, I'm trying, but it's not really happening and it's not enough.
It's happening now.
I will. I want
It's
to add
happening now.
I will add some points, Minnie. You will excel in your university professor life. Very sure, no doubt. You will excel.
Thank you, Prof.
We are eagerly waiting to hear, obviously, yeah, when Minnie started talking, you can just even ask to Pillai and Bala and other people over here. Christine didn't hear what Minnie has talked before. Your contributions into the way of presentation was really good. It does not require, no need to be regret just because of our modules are already familiar with you, and our journey of the research not yet started. It will be starting after 1 month, right? So at the time you can focus on where your expertise area, that is, you are going to choose as your research topics. That time you have to little spend your time. That is purely research. You don't need to go for a study. Yeah, it's not like studying some theory or some other things. Not like. So anyway, I'm really happy of your contribution into our sessions. I'm really happy. Yes, continue.
And one thing more I really wanted to say, like another thing what I personally myself struggled with, like what I thought business is a new field. Probably I don't know about Amy. We all studied health until this time, isn't it, Amy?
Yes.
Yes. So whatever the terminology or whatever the things are, and I can't bluff an
Indeed.
assignment. Honestly, I'm just saying, I'm putting lots of effort in order to produce an assignment back because I need to read from the very basics. What does that mean? You know, like I know, and if I attended the lectures, things are like at the snap of my finger. Okay, it's in my memory. It comes. Okay, I can contribute. But if I miss some classes, like I don't have a clue what's happening in the class, or like what is on the in-depth knowledge of that subject. So I need to go through, read. So sometimes that creates this, like a little bit of conflict. I'm being honest. But at the same time, as everyone said, the professor's contributions are amazing. And you make things like whenever you lost, you made it to be like, okay, this is all you can do, as of the way you just said, like you all can do. The motivation and the encouragement is appreciable. And with regards to the university, I'm to be being honest, I had some options in Europe, but comparing with the flexibility and being part of the job, as every one of you mentioned, there is no need for you to move into another place. These all things I consider as an advantage, but at the same time, the topic I need to still research.
You have
Thank
time.
you.
Yes, Many, I want to add why I really feel useful of this discussion, because, when someone is telling to be, honestly, what they feel, we can speak on that. So what Minnie said, she didn't even think of, finalize the topic. No, it's not a time to finalize. I believe when I started my research, we're having the coursework. That is for the first initial 6 month coursework. It's like our major topics that we need to have classes and all. Then research methodology and other subjects, we need to write the examinations and all. Yeah, instead of what you're having the assignment here. The second stage after 6 months is completely only for our research title. We work for 6 months. There are university, they are working for the 2 years. Even Indian university, I know personally, my friends are there in Indian institutes of management. They're telling 1.5 year is only for finalizing the topic. They're not doing any other things. Imagine. So finalizing the topic is very important. So we have time. Obviously, we have time. It's not a time to finalize it. Now we have to only focus on our aspirations. But we only finalize the aspiration. That's only needed. Topic finalization will take time. We can do that after this module completion. Then coming to the very young, professional, enthusiastic Ami.
Thank you, Doctor, for that very uh, motivating uh, part of the speech. But I'd like to first uh, to start with my professional development as background for nursing, as this is my second course. As I've said before, my course in nursing is just quite accidentally because I just only accompanying my good friend, one of my best friend, and an institution wherein I just accompanied him to take uh, do the enrollment. But the dean of the College of Nursing approached me and asked me and if there's any interest on me to get into a medical field. And the only word I said no. This is not my. I'm afraid in terms of blood. That's the first thing it comes to my mind. No, I will not. But she asked me if just only to try it, because during that time in Philippines, nursing is one of the boom kind of professions, because there's a doctor who's going to nursing, then there's an attorney going to nursing. So, and she told me that nursing courses is just a short term, a maximum of 3 years you can finish everything for that one. So I'll try it, and just only submit my names. And the next week, the first uh, joining with the class is that the subject is anatomy and physiology, and a short quiz. Out of 20 items, I just only get two. Just only the forehead. That's One's the forehead and the other one is muscle. Those two words and medical terms, it gave me a lot of challenges, because I know I've been in this kind of adulthood at the age of 24 during that time, and these are only the words that I know in the terms of medical field. So from then on, I challenged myself. I need to read and study again, and pass everything for the one. In short, uh, after 3 years, do the professional board in nursing, and uh, done with the added courses of going to emergency medical technician, because nursing is a boring life. If you are not in the emergency and care department, you're just only doing lots of nursing notes. You have to make a lot of a long story and make it short and do a nursing care plan. So I go to more on the action field, which is I have to do a training in emergency medical technicians, working the ambulance in pre-hospital setting. And I go to Saudi for 2 years. And my expectation during that time that I'll be living in a comfort zone, you have your studio type room or everything that one. You have your own bedroom, you have your living room with at least a TV and the one and everything. I said, but it's different, man. I was working in the desert for almost 2 years, and I just only come to the city once in a month. Or if I have a patient that needs to go to the hospital or to the clinic, and going to that city, it will took me about 3 hours just a drive, just only to bring the patient to the hospital or to the clinic. And I think that is one of the most challenging part in my life, that I need to mold myself. Okay, internet, it's very hard. We're using a satellite phone, uh, just only to connect and have a communications. And my medical director during the time, I asked, because uh, is there any way for me to at least give a chance to go a proper training for the one in the pre-hospital setting, because my training and my knowledge is not quite enough. Said no, you will gonna be handle everything, your knowledge, you will gonna be mold more in that particular setting. So every day I'm attending a minimum of 20 to 25 patients. It's multilingual. So I have Bangladesh, Indian, Pakistan, Sri Lankan nationalities, and some European. So I do some, Urdu speaking, Hindi, Tamil, Bangla speaking. So I learn from it. But my skills needs to hone my ability in terms of management and some kind of administrative things. I have to done with as well. So coming from that kind of learning, and you know I have a lot of my tools on my settings. So the proper way for that one for me to get into a certification, to have my scope of practice to be properly in a legal way path, So after 2 years in Saudi, I have to come back and have the chance to have myself in an education field in a training center. Asked me if I can contribute more in terms of my experiences. So I give a try. And that particular thing it started my way of having, your kind of sense of not a responsibility, but you have to uh, upgrade your level of your knowledge and your professionalism on that one. Particularly, how can I be more effectively and efficiently deliver this kind of courses to my upcoming students for the one. So that molds me. What are the needs for me to be more in the academic kind of world? So I've took some international courses for the one in paramedic courses. And given the chance that I started doing now my own business of having a training center for emergency medical technicians or ambulance courses per se for the one before coming and joining in UAE. So in 2012 for that one, my perceptions of UAE because it's just like you're coming in Saudi that every you have to uh, when there's a time for prayer I have to immediately finish everything I need to buy in a mall because mall will be gonna be closed and and anytime way you should know is it a family day or your bachelor's day because it's totally different in Saudi and religious practices and cultures are totally different. So but when I came in UAE, I said when I heard already they call it in masjid, their prayer time. So I have to get hurry. I have to go back now. I have to, buy everything, but it's different. No, it's not. So I said, why aren't they not closing their stores in here during the prayer time? He said, okay. So you came before from Saudi. Yes. Okay. So that's different thing. Second thing is there's a cinema already in UAE. In Saudi, you don't have cinema during that time. It's it's very rare to find one. Movies, you just only have the satellite dish for the one you have to watch for the one NBC or so it's totally different here. And that is only the time that I understand that kind of living and between your living and your professions quite more of benefits in here. Unlike in Saudi, it's when you're already out in the field, you stay only in the it's not a makeshift, but a porta cabin we're in. My clinic beside is my room and my own kind of uh, studio type kind of living kind of the thing. So going here in UAE, have that kind of which brings me into another stage of my professional growth. Uh, that my company right now for 12 years it's just like it's very zoom expressway of uh, upgrading my life between understanding the operational field, the administrative field, the leadership, and plus the side of academy. Uh, during my early first year of in my company, I was being asked to join the education department, apart from in the operational field. Asked me to develop some courses that would be necessary to be needed. During that time, it's HAHAD. So it's not the Department of Health, it's still in HAAD. And we're still, those courses that needs to be approved to get the continued medical education points wherein that during that time approved for several courses which I am been so proud that being part of it. We created the clinical guidelines for the paramedic or ambulance services, other set courses, and and during that time also during my instructorship, I've been one of the contributor for the books for pre-hospital trauma life support under Jones and Bartlett, and one of the actually three books: the PHTLS 8th edition, the GEMS, the Geriatric Emergency Medical Services, and the creating the community paramedicine. So those books are being so monumental to me and meaningful because it's not only seeing my name on that books, but your contributions on your experience will be the added factor for that one, that it changed the perceptions of the people, especially the Western side and the European side. So that's the good benefit when there's a diversify kind of in the company, because in our company we have from European, we have the London boys from NHS, then we have the South African who are very good in trauma, then you have from the Western, the Americans, okay, and the Australians. And the only downside for this in my career growth is that one of my boss asked me to, you know, tame my horse. You have to be, at least have to be. I should be caution myself as the thing that Americans have different kind of way of their paramedics, and plus with the London or the Europeans, because in Americans, their paramedic way is just only you can get it in just only a certification, so months, maximum of 2 years. Their paramedic kind of training and their qualifications. But in UK, it takes years for them. Minimum of 4 years. Just only, it's not yet a degree, but it's a step ladder, a ladder step for them, in order for them to get a bachelor's degree. Same with the South Africans. But for the Filipinos, we have different kind of, we started with a bachelor's degree, and then you have to added your uh, 6 months trainings for the one. So immediately we already have the degree, but we don't have the proper training for in terms of paramedics. So it's just like we wasted the 4 years of our academics. Then that's only 2 to 3 months in terms of the training, but still we're still on the lowest ranking of the organizations with just only the EMTs. So managers, inline managers during the times, they're just only qualified because of their experience, but not on the terms of the academic way. That they don't have that kind of thing. They don't have the bachelor's degree. Masters, I just know it because when you have your nursing, there's only two things: your MAN and your MSN. MBA, I don't know about it. I'm not sure how can I find the MBA. But when I was transferred already in Cleveland Clinic, and one of my managers in critical care transport asked me, why don't you just took some MBA courses? What's that? I asked my manager, what's MBA course? It's more on the business side of the industry. Okay, so I do this research and some things, and uh, doing with the cost benefit analysis with the one during that time, that's before pre-pandemic. I have think three. One is Swiss, the whole, and I think Edwin. Swiss is very promising one because uh, Swiss, I can do both the masters and the DBA at the same time. I said, okay, so it's just only that's too expensive. It's not in my range with the one. With the whole, you have to do first with the MBA, same with the Edwin. But I end up with the Westport. And my perception is just like, no, I just only need, I'm not pressuring myself to do the MBA thing, but the time is one of the key, uh, plus the cost, because during that time it's only just 2 days per week, and I can go on the online or offline. So every week we have an assignment for 7 topics or courses. We have different kind of instructors during that time. So we have our learning management system. So because just only download everything our assignments and send it. So it's quite more easier. It's not convenient for me, by the way, for that one. Until such time that when you do the dissertation process, it's a shock and oh for me. So that for me quite and at almost a year to finish, but it's challenging, that cost that the one thing that it more challenging on my part because the topic should be coming from what in kind of field you are, your professions and your experience, and it should be aligned with your institutions or your company. So that's it. I've published my dissertations, and it's that the only challenge, one of the challenges for the one for me is that uh, my director in operations, because he's one of my kind of resource of the dissertation, because it's between the company and during the pandemic, and the bias is there, and he always asks me, no, you have to revise everything for this one because it looks like bad for the company because he's the one of the director for the operations. And I said, boss, I have to remind you that this is a research. It's not between the company and you, but we're talking about the topics. So whatever is the output of the dissertations or the paper, it should be honest for the one for having the integrity of this paper. And that's only the time that he realized that okay, I should have been coming biased, but I should speak as the operations for one of the boss for the operations, that he should be defending his institutions per se for the one. So coming to my PhD uh, program, uh, there's no such thing I have to choose on these matters because that uh, DBA and PhD, as said, Ma'am Christine says, it's quite, there's a lot of learnings on that one. A DBA and PhD. So here you can have your PhD in terms of what field you are dealing with, because there's a totally quite different shade between the two of the one. So DBA is just only doing with doctor of business and administrations, but the PhD program you're dealing with in what particular kind of industry you are. So
Yes.
that's the one thing that I have to consider on top of that one, apart from having you have I'm not say good professor, but he is one of the best, I might say. Uh, uh, he can deliver all the topics and persuade everything that one that you have to be convinced that, oh yeah, this is the one topics that, in my humble opinion for this thing is that it's seldom and rare you can find a person who is knowledgeable that will impart and share their knowledge to the students who have, and eager to learn, so
Right.
that you can be uh, well knowledgeable in the field that you're be going along. And it's
Okay.
very inspiring on my part. And it will be always been challenging. Every day I always do like that. I said, no, if my professor, Dr. Ashad, can do these things, I said, what more should I be as an output of this uh, class for this? So it always been that the process very long, but I might say I can face things because of what I'm getting from Aston. And I owe it to Dr. Ashad's knowledge and preparing me for whatever in the future endeavor I'll be coming. It's either in the academic, on the operational field, But I might say I am quite on that one, building my confidence
Very good.
and facing the future, and how can I be productive, contribute, especially to the healthcare industry for that one.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
it.
you. Yes, I mean, now I got the reason why when Mini got the last position, last terms to talk about why Ami has taken the last position. Yeah, because he had a lot to cover. He has a lot to explain to us about his experiences, and inspiring, Ami. You took many times, no doubt, but you have given me everything about your past experiences, which really had given a good insight to us. Thank you so much, Ami. And yes, now I wanted to give you, you remember organizational citizenship behavior, OCB?
Mhm.
You remember, right?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
exactly it is?
yeah.
Can anybody tell? OCB means not organizational citizenship behavior. Don't expand the word. Anyone in simple sentence?
By being the citizens of an organization, you are reflecting a kind of through your behavior, that is, you are reflecting the organizational ethos and values, and the expectations from you would be according to the mission and vision of the organization.
Okay, perfect. So this is all about self-reflection, or reflect the willingness to be resourceful beyond immediate role requirements. There is a word, altruism,
Altruism. Yeah.
ALTRUISM, which is selflessness, concern for others' well-being also, which means if you're working more than, if you're working apart from our assigned duty, that's called as organizational citizenship behavior. It's consisting very important 5 elements: altruism, courtesy, sportsmanship and consciousness, and civic virtue. Civic virtue is all about how we are telling, okay, we are Indian, we are, the particular citizen, how well we are responsible for the country's development. And someone has tested here. Voluntary commitment. Very good. Voluntary commitment has been written by Christina. So now, before we are starting the advanced business theory, I come to my mind this organizational citizenship behavior. If you are going through a number of articles, HRP, human resource planning, its impact on organizational performance, and OCB, organizational citizenship behavior. There are a number of articles available. You can have a look on this. Very good topic. And my request for everyone is, under the business theory, we have dealt with number of theories. I'm gonna give you a small task for the next week. The task is 5 theory. You have to take yourself. 5 theory, any of your theory. Mostly you can choose among this 5 theory. If you are getting the theory that we didn't discuss yet, that is really good. But you are not finding the theory, but you can choose maximum 2 theory that we discuss in the class. But minimum 3 theory should be those theory we didn't discuss inside the class. For example, I have texted here one of the theory. I don't know whether we have discussed triple bottom line theory. Had we discussed it? No. Okay, now we are coming to the end of all the module, right? We have covered all the module. 6 module we have covered. 7 module is a nutshell of many other modules: strategic management, human resource management, finance, security analysis, international business, entrepreneurship. There are a number of topics comes under business, right? Including marketing. Strategic management already we checked it. So you have to talk about 5 theories in detail. So you can choose any of the theory. I'm just want to give you some ideas. I'm gonna read
Sorry,
some of.
Prof. Question,
Yeah.
please. Do you need
Yes.
us to choose and discuss 3 or 5 theories?
5 theory must be there. That is, the 5 theory can be from the theory that we have not discussed yet. But you have one option. If you're not getting number of theories, 5 theory, 2 theory can be any of the theory that we discussed. That's only an optional one, okay? I suggest everyone to bring new theories that we didn't discuss yet. So I want to give some ideas. For example, under the corporate governance and ethics part, even the corporate governance also comes under the business theory, advanced business theory. Advanced business theory, any theories which come under any of the business disciplines. It can be corporate governance. Just note it down, any of the theory. Today evening or after the session, you are going to get some time, 10 to 15 minutes, just spend it for that. Soon after the session, after 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you have to write it in the group, our WhatsApp group, your theory that you are going to discuss for the next week, the 5 theories. For example, any of the theory that I'm going to share you right now, which didn't discuss, you can also choose it, okay? But it should not conflict each other. For example, Pillai is taking the one theory. It should not be discussed by any other one. So those who are uploading the first will be getting the privilege of, no need to take enough risk. That if taking time, if you're taking the time to upload in the WhatsApp group, which means you have to go through the other people's theory, then only you can finalize the other theory. Just think of it, stakeholder theory. I don't know whether we discussed the stakeholder theory. Stewardship theory. Stewardship theory means stewardship theory, I can just text in the box.
Prof, question, please. Sorry, since I'm new in this group.
You didn't
I have
have
so many.
access to WhatsApp group, yeah, Christian?
Yes, can you please add me there? And
I
can
will.
I like request or suggest to give us until tomorrow to come up to get back to you with our theories to discuss, to give us more time to. You want it now during the class, right?
You need more time to finalize the theories, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. You take it.
Like
But
until tomorrow.
Yeah, no problem. You
So
want
every
to
one of us can like go back to you and tell you which theories we will be taking, because now if we tell you, it's like, okay, I am not even sure if I can stand to it.
Okay, no problem. But those who can finalize the theory, they can also post the WhatsApp group, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Fair
I
enough.
don't go for that much risk of taking the, 5 or 6 students. It will be 30 theories, yeah? Okay, so no problem. You can take the time. You can just make a research yourself. As stewardship theory, just I'm going to read out some of the theory. Triple bottom line theory. We also call it as TBL theory. I'm not sure we have discussed in detail. Someone who was working the supply chain or operational side, they can discuss lean manufacturing and just in time. Lean manufacturing. This is all about minimizing the waste, optimizing the efficiency. Okay.
In Six Sigma.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone, for example, CHRM, Christian is doing, yeah, you are doing. Sometime you might have dealt with some of the Six Sigma theories and all. You can also describe, you can also explain it. Okay, something that is connected to your profession, you find any theory that you can also describe it. And some other theories are, I can say, some of the innovation related, that one theory that we have discussed, disruptive model of innovation theory, that we discussed it, but we didn't discuss in detail. You can also discuss that. Social capital theory, which will come under human resource management. Expectancy theory, that one we discussed it. Rome's expectancy theory, you don't need to discuss that. Job characteristics model. This model we didn't discuss. Related theory, we discussed it. Job characteristics model. Anyone, Ruben is not here. There are a number of theories comes under the finance. So, for example, behavioral finance. Certain theories are there. Anyone who's interested, behavioral finance, they can also talk about it. There are, Modigliani, Miller approach theories are the theories and all. You can discuss it if you wanted to be a part of it. You remember pickle jar theory? I don't remember.
You
Yes, doctor.
explained.
We have discussed in the
You
class.
already explained.
Yeah,
Then no need
you
to think.
already have that one.
Yeah, there are a number of theories comes under the branding. You can choose that. For example, brand resonance model, you can just discuss that. Then talking about organizational behavior, social identity theories there. Sense-making theories are the sense-making theory. This is connected to behavior, leaderships, etc. Transformational, transactional theory of leadership, we discussed it. Anyone who wanted to explain the theory of leaderships related to transformational, they can discuss at least one because it's a very good topic and comes under the strategic management. Game theory, agency theory are the good theory. You can have a look on that. In the global strategy, global value chain analysis is there. Global value chain analysis. The people who are working that knock, they can think of it GVC theory. GVC means global value chain analysis. They can talk about it. Then product life cycle, we have talked about it. Then no need of that one. Then talking about any other entrepreneurship theory, you can just discuss about it. Social exchange theory, I believe that we discussed it. In I don't know whether you will be interested to discuss about so portfolio investment related. There is a one theory. I'm just going to type here. CAPM model. CAPM model. Let me take it. CAPM model. Anyone knows the CAPM model? What is CAPM model? Capital asset pricing model. Capital asset pricing model. Just spend some time for this. Consumer culture theory is there. Brand equity theories are there. Someone who is wanted to specialize in the branding or more interested to learn about the branding, they can talk about the brand equity theory. One more theory is the theory of planned behavior. Planned behavior. This also comes under the marketing theory. Porter 5 force model, no need to discuss about that because number of time we discussed it. Christy, no worries. Christine has attended our 2 module sessions only, right? There are a number of other modules. We'll be covering that so that I don't remember Porter 5 force model we discussed. I don't remember in the Christian discussions. Resource-based view that we discussed, I believe. Contingency theory, we discussed it. Institutional theory, we didn't discuss. Institutional theory is all about, how the institution influence organizational structure and its practices. We can discuss that aspects. So there are a number of theories. You can finalize it today or tomorrow. Then just WhatsApp in the group all together, okay? One message, your 5 theories. Type it in the group. I believe some of the people will do very soon, quickly, I believe. And you can take one more day, no problem to finalize it immediately. I'm telling you, it may be a problem for you, no problem in that. Then this is your part to discuss for the next week. Anyway, please attend the next week session, bring your theory and discuss it. You can prepare the PPT if you have a time. That's good. Otherwise, in MS Word, you can just share it. That's also good because we will be sharing each other all the PPT or MS Word that we have prepared it. This is all together. Then I'll be having my own PPT for the advanced business theory that we'll be discussing there. This is mostly related to international business. We have covered other parts, strategy management, something related to entrepreneurial relations and industry relation, HRM, change management strategies, principles of marketing, integrated marketing communications. We covered advanced business management theories. We discussed it. Research methodology modules we have covered. Now, under the business theory, once you covered all the topics, we'll be discussing about something international business related. That's we call it as international trade, business, and finance. These things will be connected. This is also discussing about security analysis, portfolio management, how the international trade plays a crucial role. We will discuss all these aspects for the next week. This is all together for the today's discussions, I believe. You can do a very good presentation because we won't have more number of presentation in this final module. This is a major presentation comes forward. Make it time, spend your time for this. I expect a very vibrant presentation from your side. So any doubts?
The timing will be 10 minutes, isn't it, Doctor, for each person?
10 minutes. 10
thank you.
minutes is fine. And you can also take maximum 50 minutes. Maximum 50 minutes you can take. That's good. 5 theories requires almost 15 minutes. So try to bring, while you are presenting, bring any of your, experiences or company related experiences. Any realistic examples also you can bring it. That will be show, that will bring some, interesting things to be heard. Otherwise, it will be like only a theoretical presentation. That's why bring some any company's examples with your theoretical concepts. That will be really good. Stakeholders theory, obviously we'll be having a lot to explain about it. Yeah, stakeholders means the people who are related to your company. We should consider stakeholders while we are taking a new initiative, while we are bringing a new project into the business, what their expectation. So you can also say the expectations of your stakeholders in your projects that you have led. So whether you have fulfilled it or not, have you got any criticism for that? It is a very open discussion. We can discuss it. What Ami has said everything about his changes, challenges, threats, and everything. Ami, whatever you presented, we not simply heard it. We have taken some important lessons in our mind. Really, your discussion will be, whatever you said. I'm using some of the insights in other sessions as well, something not your PhD classes, subordinates, some of the MBA classes, other discussions also I'm using them. Yes,
Yes,
please.
Doctor. Dr. Amiel presentation, I would not say presentation, it is expression. It was touching the today's assignment, that is comfort zone to growth. He passed through each section: comfort zone, fear zone, learning zone. Now he's in a growth zone by developing a training center. Which really it was amazing. Thanks, Dr. Amiel, for sharing that.
Thank you
Before
very
coming
much,
to,
Dr. Pillai.
before coming to UAE, you are having a training setups and all, yeah? Yeah, many people over here, I don't know about Bala and Pillai. I'm also having an experience of an entrepreneurship. What happened, I was not able to give the money of a salesperson. Only one salesperson was there. Then, he used to sleep in the shop. When nobody was there, when I visited the shop soon after my, after the classes and all, he was sleeping and he was telling me there is no customer. I used to pay a salesperson amount from my pocket. That was a very, very bitter experience, but a better experience to learn a lot. Never go for. My wife used to say, you can think anything. You can dream a lot. Sometimes I may say, I want to start a university. I want to start some the educational institution. There is a very lesser cost will be involved because I'm a professor. I can take the subjects, all the subjects, no problem. Yeah, cost involved in the university will be very lesser, and I can have many connections. Say, don't go for entrepreneurship. You have a very bitter experiences. Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much, Ami, and everyone who contributed for the today's session. It was really insightful for me, informative to me. So we'll be meeting the next week. And meanwhile, those who have to submit their, assignments have to submit it. And we'll meet. Take your time, no problem. Since it's the last assignments, you can take the time, no problem. So we'll meet for the next week with your contributions. Christy, you will be attending the session on Sunday itself, right?
Yes, Prof, I'll be there.
Christy is very anxious as well as very curious to see you people. Yeah, she was attending the session only one person. Only, she was only the one who's attending. When she sees everyone, yeah, she was feeling very good. She already said, really, she was interested to come, but I'm not sure about why she didn't attend. I didn't send the link.
You didn't send me the link, Prof. You
Yeah, I
always
didn't.
said, but you didn't. You never invited
I
me here.
didn't. Then the reason is also, you were maybe in between the session, some of the session. Now I'm thinking she could have joined early itself because she could have, get the other sessions, already we have covered. Anyway, no problem. She's quick learner. She had already covered the 2 modules at earliest.
Just learner, Doc. Prof.
Yeah.
Just learner.
Yeah. But have to be very quick learner because we don't have enough time.
Yes, Prof.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everyone.
Nice day,
Take care.
everyone.
See you
Bye.
next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.